Hi guys, it's good to see you again. I am going to show you how to do a V-shaped mani that looks like this. Pretty cool. I got kind of inspired by different angles and different sharp edges, so I wanted to kind of use that in a nail look. I saw these at the store. These are little, I'm sure you've seen these everywhere. They're kind of the new thing. I love them. However, I like to kind of go back and do some of my own, maybe change up the color scheme or whatever, but these are super cool, really easy. So you can go this route if you find something like this, or you can watch this tutorial and I'll show you how to get a similar look by hand. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to use tape to make your V shape, and you're going to paint over that so it gives you a really nice clean edge. And this tape I got from a hardware store that's near me. I recommend using this because you're going to be able to, it sticks a lot better and you're going to seal off the edges completely so nail polish can't get underneath, and it's going to save you a lot of time to try and clean up. So definitely try and get this, super easy. And just cut off about an inch strip. That. And then you're going to cut a triangle out of it, just like this. And that's what's gonna be on your nail. So go ahead and cut 10 of these. Okay, so then when you have all 10 pieces cut, then you can go ahead and, I put mine on the edge because it makes it a little bit easier to pick up. And then you're going to just place them on your nail, like this. I put the V shape pointing down. And then I have this little cuticle pusher, and you can kind of seal off the edges and kind of push that down. That way you know that it's not gonna get any nail polish underneath, like that. Okay, so I just finished putting all these on my 10 nails, and you're gonna go ahead with your base coat. And I have just kind of a nude, or like an orangey nude base coat, because what it's gonna do is I'm gonna put glitter on top of it, but this makes your glitter a lot more noticeable because if you'd have to put like 14 coats to actually get it to look like this. So what I figured out is if you do a base coat, a lot easier. You're going to just paint right over this the rest of the nail, so then it will leave out that triangle shape. Go ahead and just carefully paint right over that. Make sure to get right up to the edge, because when you pull that tape off, you want to make sure that it's completely to the edge. So it'll look like that. Now I finished all of these and they're wet, so I'm gonna let them dry for a little bit. You only need to do one coat of the base coat because it's gonna be covered completely with this glitter. It's just to give it that opaque look. Then same exact thing, now just with glitter. And try this in different colors. You know, I just like the glitter look, kind of matches my outfit. I decided to do black and gold. And it goes with every outfit. That's why I like it. So try different things though. So then after you do the glitter, it will look like that. Okay, so I finished my last one. So now you just have to sit and wait. And I really encourage you to wait the full, I'd say 10 minutes, because if you pull up that tape, it'll lift up that paint and you want really clean edges. So, now we wait. All right, so now I just finished letting them dry for about 10 minutes. And what you're going to do is carefully pull back and make sure to pull the tape down towards the point. So then you've got your little V shape. If you do have any tape residue, just use the cuticle pusher. You can kind of just scratch it off and your design should be fine. So now what we're going to do is, I got this little nail art pen. You've seen stripers, I'm sure you've seen different things like this. This makes it a lot easier. I got this at Sally's Beauty Supply. So you're going to use this to frame the inside of the V. You don't have to do that. I decided to because it gives it more of a clean edge, so I like it. Go ahead and just paint that on. These are so easy because it's like a marker, so you can get a really clean line like that. And when it's done, like this. All right, so now I finished framing all of them,
And you can fill in all of that black if you want to. I like to leave a little bit of a negative space. That's kind of trendy these days. Then the last thing we need to do is just do a couple coats of a top coat and you're finished. Okay, so now I did a couple layers of clear coat and you're all set. I feel like a superhero or something. These are pretty crazy. Okay, so that is our V-shaped mani. I hope you guys liked that. You can use tons of different color schemes or different color glitter, or you can put a stud in the middle like I did last time. There's tons of different things you can do with this. So I want you to do it. I want you to show me how it came out. And so send me photos, leave comments below, and then definitely subscribe to this channel because next week I've got a really big surprise for you. We're gonna be a little bit more crafty and a little bit more hands-on. So I will see you next week. Stay tuned.